Hi everyone, David here. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for coming back for another video, or welcome if it's your first one. Thanks for coming. A bit of a strange one to join for because this is a bit of a special video. I hope you're doing okay. I'm doing okay too. It's a bit of a wet and windy day in Osaka. Not very nice, but spring is in the air, so I guess that's good. Pollen's still in the air as well, so I'm a bit bunged up. So today I'm feeling in a bit of a reflective mood today because the start of April marks 10 years in Japan for me. This is my 10th Japanniversary. Well, what's 10 years? I forgot. Like gold is for 50 years and silver for 25. What's 10? I don't know, bronze maybe. So yeah, I wanted to talk about my experiences and give my thanks to people along the way, and maybe some ideas about what I'll do with this channel in the future, because it's I haven't really marked it, but it's 3 years of doing this channel as well, and things are starting to move along a little bit now. I guess I've been feeling a bit reflective because I meet a lot of people in my job, and they often ask me, like, why did you come to Japan? Mainly because there's a TV show called that in Japan. It's translated, of course, but they kind of ambush people in the airport departures, airport arrivals, and ask, why did you come to Japan? Usually they've got some really interesting story, like they've gone to Tohoku to learn how to make taiko drums or something. I don't really have such a good story, which makes it a bit complicated to answer. I guess I've always liked Japan. When I was a kid, I really liked video games, and I still do now. And without realizing, that was a lot of Japanese culture kind of filtering into my life without knowing it's Japanese, and cartoons as well. We didn't really have a lot of anime in my country, in the UK, when I was a kid. It hadn't really crossed over or hadn't been translated, but I mean, it was coming through bit by bit. I don't think we had as much exposure as Americans did, so it took me until university before I realized I was interested in J-pop as well. I remember listening to Hamasaki Ayumi in my university, and getting to make my first contact with Studio Ghibli as well, because that was around the same time as Spirited Away getting the Oscar. I'm very happy to hear that they won another Oscar just recently too, for The Boy and the Heron. Yeah, that's a good video. I really want to watch it with subtitles though, because I wasn't really sure what was going on. But when I watched it in the cinema, then I just had to go in blind and try and understand as much Japanese as I could. There are no subtitles. And then my first job was for a Japanese company, a Japanese electronics company. I'm not going to name names, but I had my first Japanese boss as well. He was my first contact with Japan, and he gave me the first chance to come to Japan as well. So I really appreciated that, and we're still in touch now. Actually, I've got to send him an email soon, I think, just to keep in touch with him. And then I started to take Japanese lessons too. I don't know if Kayoko Sensei is watching this video, but I appreciated her support as well. And I don't think I could have done it without her as well, giving me some encouragement. So thank you if you're out there. And yeah, I had another friend too, Jonathan. I don't know if he's watching this either. We're not really in contact this much these days, but he did a year in Japan as well. I don't think it was Osaka, but he worked for one of the conversation schools here, and he sort of, I don't know, recommended it or kind of encouraged me along the way. So I thought I'd give it a try for 1 year, and I was always interested in teaching as well, because I don't know, it was just kind of spoke to me, and I tried that in a secondary school in UK just for like a sample day, and it was a bit scary really. The kids were a bit intimidating, but I was doing some English tutoring on the side at one point, so I thought, oh, maybe I can teach English in Japan, and yeah, I kind of really enjoyed it there. So yeah, my first contract was for 1 year, but here I am 10 years later. I must say, I couldn't have done it without all the people I met along the way. If I start naming names, it's going to get a bit, I don't know, embarrassing for them maybe, or for me, or I'm going to miss people. It's going to be awkward. But yeah, I appreciate the staff at my first job, definitely. They gave me so much support. And also, of course, the company, they set you up with an apartment and, you know, electricity bills and all that sort of stuff. So that really got me set up on the road. If I came here and I had to do that all myself, there's no way I could have done that, I think, so I appreciate that. yeah, I'm still in contact with my co-workers from that job, so I always appreciated my time there. Of course, I did change my job about 4 years ago now, just before the coronavirus really hit, which was, I don't know if that's good or bad timing, but I had to move house, and because of the company apartment, I had to move house, and I'm in a really nice place now. I really like this area. And it was a nice base for when the coronavirus hit. We didn't have a lockdown the same as other countries, but people were mostly staying at home. My new English language school closed down for a few months as well, so we were doing like a lot of online Zoom lessons, things like that. And yeah, that was probably the bumpiest time it's been for me, or for everybody really, because that was a global crisis. But it seems like we're getting out of the mists of chaos now, and we're getting back to normal. The tourists are coming back to Japan, filling up all the touristy places. As you saw my Nara video from last week, I'm going to put a link up there. Then yeah, there are lots of tourists even back in Nara, so that's nice to see. I kind of appreciated the peace and quiet while the kind of global lockdown was happening, but I understand that's all for the best now. Yeah, I think I've grown a lot as a person. I mean, you can see, even from the last few years, I've grown a lot. When I came to Japan, I had passed the JLPT Japanese test, the N5 level, which is the lowest level. I've not been a great student here, mostly because I've been busy and with work, and in my job I can only speak English, because if you speak Japanese, it kind of, I don't know, kind of breaks the illusion a bit of a kind of immersion course. So I didn't really have the pressure to learn Japanese, but I did have the motivation. I think it's really important to try and learn the language, even if you're only here for 1 year. It's just kind of respectful really to not force people in their own country to speak your language. So I'm proud now that I managed to get to the N2 level of the JLPT. I have been talking about getting up to the N1 level just to have something to move towards, but I haven't really made a lot of progress there so far. I've made a video about how difficult it was to learn Japanese too. I don't think I'm in a position to recommend anything, because I'm not a very good student. I don't review things very well. I don't have, well, I do have discipline, but I don't have a routine at the moment, and it's really hard for me to make them, because yeah, I'm a big excuse maker. You can tell that to my former gym membership failure moments in my life too. Yeah, so learning Japanese, I feel like that's improved a lot recently, especially speaking with people. I've got a few friends who can only speak Japanese, so that's been a challenge, but it's given me motivation, because I want to be friends with these people. So yeah, I'm not perfect, and I can still, there's still a few things I can't do by myself, but I'm a bit closer than I was anyway. I'm happy with the job. I like teaching English. I've got a lot of variety in my job. Most people who want to learn English are nice, friendly people, so I'm appreciative, especially to all those ones who've become my friends over the years. If you're watching that, then please send a comment. Please let yourself be known. I'd like that. I've been all over Japan. As you probably know, another video here, I visited every prefecture as of last year. Aomori was my last one. So I'm at a bit of a crossroads now. I don't know what to do next, what my next mission is. I've got my Goshuncho, like the temple stamp book. If you saw my video from Nakayama-dera, excuse me, a bit banged up, see emotion, then you'll see that there are 33 temples in the Kansai area I could visit. I've now been to 18 of them, so maybe that's my next target, to kind of clear that list as well. I love checking off things off a list, so and enjoying the travel along the way. Yeah, I guess that takes me to 3 years ago. I started this channel. You know the story already, but just in case, I got annoyed because I saw a video of the best 50 places in Osaka to visit, and about a third of them weren't in Osaka at all, which I felt a bit shortchanged. And I've lived in Osaka for 10 years, so I've grown to love it a lot. So I thought, I'm going to make a best 51. Of course, it took about 3 years to make that video, because there's a lot of filming, and I've got my job as well. So Finally, at the end of last year, I managed to make my best 50 places in Osaka video, and it did really well. I was really happy about that, because the area by area ones I was doing hadn't really taken off the way I'd hoped for such a labour intensive thing. But finally, the grand finale, that really seemed to go off nicely. Yeah, so please check that out. Just check out the best 50. There's a best 10 video as well, did a few weeks ago. Yeah, and I really want to thank everyone for their support of this channel. I feel like we're starting to pick up some steam. I think it was that Kansai airport video I made, and the Itami airport too. I've gone from kind of gaining about 100 subscribers every, I don't know, 6 months. It's accelerated now. I'm almost at 750 now, I think. So I'm on my way to 1,000. I really didn't think it was going to come, but hopefully it will. Please share this channel with everybody. I would really appreciate that. And I need some ideas too. I'm making things that I hope people will want, hope people will search for. But if you have any requests, what kind of videos do you like that I've been doing? The food ones, or the travel ones, the day trips, the introductions, the PowerPoint presentations, the stuff about culture here, like movies or music. Probably say that's not been my successful genre of videos. Or the walking videos too, I've been making those too. But let me know. I really want to get your feedback, really. I appreciate every comment I get. I read every comment. I don't have that many, so I can reply to every comment too. So yeah, let me know what you like. I want to hear back from you. I'd love that. Yeah, what am I planning for the future? Well, I've got some ideas for some more series that we can do on this channel, which includes kind of places along train lines that you can visit. For example, the Midosuji line, that's the core of Osaka. What can you see at each of the stations? So if you're staying in Osaka, you can kind of take your pick, get one of those one-day travel passes and do that. I want to go further afield too. I'm planning to go to Tokyo at some point, probably during Golden Week, and I've got a lot of ideas of things I can do there. I know this is David in Osaka, but I think I've done my part for the Osaka stuff. Of course, I'm going to keep doing that, but I think I can allow a bit of breathing space to show you about some of the other places, including the airports over there. Because, well, spoiler alert, I got a lot of views for the Kansai airport one. So if I get the big national Japan airport one, then that's probably going to do my channel some good as well. So please bear with me if you're not interested in that. Please support me anyway. I'd appreciate it. And of course, Tokyo is a really interesting place. I haven't really done it. Have I done any videos from Tokyo? Maybe not, because yeah, I haven't been there since about 2021. I think during the pandemic, we had a bit of a lull in the COVID cases, so we thought we could go out again during the Olympics. Yeah, so I'm going to talk to you about Tokyo. I guess I'll try and do all the prefectures one more time. I want to get my Starbucks stamp card filled up with all the prefectures too, so maybe that's a good excuse. Yeah, I guess that's it. So let me know what you want. Thanks for supporting me all this time, and I hope this channel reaches 1,000 subscribers soon. It could even happen this year at the pace I'm going. Of course, the view time is important too, so please watch my videos. I'd appreciate it. Sharing the channel, that's the best thing you can do really for helping me. So there we go. I want to celebrate because it's 10 years. So I've got some of these poppers. I can't remember what I used the other party poppers for. I think it was for 500 subscribers maybe, or something like that. So I'm gonna pop one of these. I've got one more popper left in the bag, and I'm gonna save that for when I get to 1,000. Or when I get monetized. Is that? Well, that's a bit too capitalist, isn't it? So maybe when I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna pop the last one. So here we go. I think it was quite loud as well, so I'm a bit scared. Keep it away from my face. So thank you very much. Here's to 10 more years. I don't know. Please continue supporting me, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, let's pop this. I'm scared. Okay. Oh. Okay. All that. Oh, I love the smell of these. The glitter's gone all the way over there, so never mind. Thank you very much. See you again, and see you in the next video. Bye.